Clic, Mo. Ça tue, ça blesse, ça flingue. Hey, Mo.
Welcome back to another episode of the Bench Mob ENT podcast, the best sports podcast in New Jersey. We got a special guest on tonight. Played basketball at the highest level, collegiate basketball. I've seen him firsthand. It's a lot of buckets and a lot of IQ coming from this player right here. None other than Corey Thelisme in the building. How you doing?
Tone, I appreciate you for having me on. It's a blessing. You know, this is one of my first podcasts, so I'm excited and I'm ready to get this started. Yeah.
Appreciate you hopping on. Take care of some business real quick. You already know what I'm gonna ask y'all to do. Like, share, subscribe, push this out to as many people as possible. Trust me when I say he's gonna be dropping some gems, dropping some wisdom in this episode. We trying to be here for a good time and a long time. So the way we do that, we educate the algorithm, push this out to the masses. I'm gonna start off with this one. We talked about basketball to start off the episode in regards of your basketball acumen and how good you are. For basketball, when did the love for basketball originate for you?
Yeah, so I mean, I have older cousins, you know, that also played at the highest level. You know, growing up, you know, being around each other all the time, we used to hang out with each other, and I feel like their passion and the way they took the game seriously also inspired me to go ahead and pursue my love for that game. And you know, with constant competition and things like that, I just fell in love with it. You know, just competing it at a young age. You know, just having that intensity. You know, that love for it. You know, it grew for me to, you know, take it seriously as well too. And I ended up, you know, falling in love with it. I played for a long time. You know, especially with my cousins to this day, we still play and we still compete, go after it. And you know, that like kind of like just pushed my love for the game even more. Just I give big ups to my family, definitely.
Shout out to the fam. They say all the time, your cousins, they really are like your first best friends.
Yeah.
For some people, I can't speak to everybody's family.
Mm.
If you a tight family,
Right.
your cousins, that be your first best friends, the first people that you lock in with. So shout out to them for the inspiration and having that breeding that competition and that hunger to try to be the best version of you possible.
Definitely.
Which a lot of people don't end up having. Once you got into it, you said you started early. Once you started, who were some of the players that you looked at and you tried to model your game after or that inspired you? Me personally, I love one of my favorite things ever in basketball is left-handed players. And you, left-handed player, I feel like I got the cheat code. 90% of left-handed players can shoot the rock.
Man.
For those that don't know, if you ain't seen him play, again, I played him against some person. Once he got going, it was about 8, 9, 10 straight. Who were some of the players for you, though, that inspired you or that you try to model your game after growing up?
So it's funny because I watch all right-hand players. Like, you would think it's Harden and you would think it's Ginobili or whoever. Nah, it's really right-handed players. And I have two. So when obviously back then, you know, when I was younger, I used to watch a lot of D Wade. You know, his just though his passion, his love for the game, how hard he goes. He wasn't the skillest, but he was just like, he just played hard. Like, he gave it his all, no matter how it looked. So I would say D Wade. You know, he's a little bit taller than me, a little bit obviously built than me, but we measurements kind of align. So he was the perfect player to watch growing up. You know, he won a lot of championships as well too. So he knows how to win. And like all I wanted to do, you know, playing basketball growing up was to win. So D Wade definitely inspired me growing up. And my current player right now, definitely Donovan Mitchell. Like, Donovan Mitchell, he tough. People sleep on him. Like I said, we about the same height, same build too as well too. So people sleep on him a lot, but I feel like the way he controls the game, how skilled he is, how poised he is, you know, nobody speeds him up, nobody slows him down. He plays at his own pace, and you know, being 6'1", 6'2", He's very athletic, and I when I play, I try to mimic that. I'm not the tallest, but I can, jump, and by like I could jump, and I could be able to finish over defenders with my strength too, as well too. So that inspired me a lot. Donovan Mitchell, the way he plays and how hard he plays too. Like, it's very inspiring.
Once you said right-handed players, again, from watching you and just watching the highlights, soon as you said right-handed player, I knew you were saying D Wade. I knew immediately.
Yeah,
D Wade.
Yo, like, it's just crazy. I mean, he didn't do much. Like, he didn't have the handle to turn around jump shot like Kobe did. People always used to say too, like Kobe. Like, I used to always say D Wade better than Kobe. Like, don't get me wrong, Kobe, man, Kobe is this was back in the day. Kobe's obviously now realizing his greatness. Like, he was on a whole different level. Like, just Mamba mentality. Come on, like, you can't compete with that. But yeah, D Wade was different too. Like, people sleep on him a lot, and yeah.
That's mad funny because I was just having this conversation with somebody on Wax, and I was like, "Yo, at any point was D Wade like in the same breath as Kobe?" And the person was like, "Probably not,"
Yeah.
but in his own right, greatness. And before the injuries, who knows what type of D Wade we see throughout the rest of his career?
Right. I say, I just told somebody too, like, he could have played like 1 or 2 more years, like, after he retired, but like, he's still in shape, his body still look good, but like you said, the knees, like, you don't know, like, who knows what he could have been into. Yeah.
Facts, because I talk about it all the time, thinking about it. Like, if he's not injured, maybe he isn't taking a step back to Bron.
Right.
If he never got injured, maybe it's a different type of situation. Maybe don't even lose that first one because D Wade is optimal, just like Bron at that point. But injuries take its toll.
Right.
With a lot of players. It's a lot of what ifs that we could talk about. That's a whole
definitely
soul in itself.
Definitely.
For you, right? You went to college in Texas at one point to start off, came back home to Jersey. What prompted, first off, going to Texas and then coming back to Jersey? What was the process for you in choosing your colleges and where you played for your collegiate career?
Yeah, so after high school, after high school, I went prep. I went to prep school. I didn't get much offers out of high school. Coming out of union high school, public school, just not really much out there. So I went prep school, Prestige Prep. Shout out to Coach Kaz, all them out of Linden. It's a hard place to play. But I went there. I did my thing, and I'm just sitting, young me. I was about 17, 18, like, and sitting in my room in the dark. Like, I didn't know what was going on after, the prep school. Because I'm like, all right, I did a whole extra year. What's next? I'm sitting, Twitter. That's when Twitter was out. A lot of recruitment was going on. A lot of, like, just coaches DMing you, like, DM me your highlight tape and we'll take a look at it. This, that, and the third. So I'm sitting in my room. I get a message from the JUCO coach in Texas. This is Western Texas. It was a Division I JUCO, one of the best conferences out there in Texas. I get a message saying, "Hey, we would like to speak to you. We saw your highlight tape and we just want to chat for a little bit." So I ended up giving them a call. We chatted out. Usually they speak to the parents, but I assume I was older, so, like, I was out of high school. I'm a young adult, so they spoke to me. They wanted to offer me a full ride to go over there, full ride. So that, you said the word prompt. Look, anything free, anything that obviously has to be a good situation for you as well too. But, like, me being like, I knew God had something planned for me at that point. Like, I'm like, yo, like, this. I was sitting in my room in the dark. Trust me, like, those times where you just contemplate your life. Like, what do I want to?
Definitely.
So I was sitting in the dark, and, like, I got the message, and that's when I had the phone call with him. Like he offered me the full ride. I looked up the school. It was a good situation. Like I said, it has to be a great situation for you. You can't just go anywhere. And I looked up the school. I looked up everything about it, and I liked it a lot. And being out there, just a quick brief summary about what's out there. It's not really anything. It's not really anything. Like I said, Western Texas, like West Texas. No, not nobody ever heard of that, but it's like in the West, like really dry land, nothing out there. It's just hoops, school, and obviously Walmart. Walmart. That's it. Students in college need to go to Walmart to get their stuff, but that's about it. There's a bunch of schools surrounding it, obviously too. But yeah. So I went there. Did my thing. It was a great experience. Like playing with a high level Division 1 dudes. They ended up playing pro as well too. So I was around great people. I met some great friends like that. I'm still friends to this day, and yeah, it was a great experience. And what prompted me to come back to Jersey. Yeah, the 2 years was up. So JUCO, those of you may not know, it's a 2-year program. It's a 2-year school, and you get your degree, associate degree. You play basketball there for 2 years. I don't think you can play more than 2 years now, but you get your you play there for 2 years, and then you end up going to a 4-year school, finishing up your degree. So I ended up going to Bloomfield College. I ended up signing another scholarship after I played and showed what I could do at the JUCO level, junior college level. I ended up coming back to Bloomfield, New Jersey, Bloomfield College, Division 2 program. I ended up playing there, and yeah, I received a full ride there too. Like I can't say no to that. Like it's a good experience. Coach Holmes, like he's a legend over there. He's created and produced so many high level players, pros as well too. So once he gave me the call too, I was like, look, let's go. Let's come back home. Let's get this show on the road. Let's keep it going. So yeah, definitely.
For you, right? Mm-hmm. With that, because I'm sure you've heard it. People poo-poo and laugh and make fun of anybody that's at the JUCO route. What was it like playing JUCO? I've seen it firsthand. I've talked to plenty of players, but I want you to share with the listeners and the viewers. What was it like playing basketball on the JUCO level?
Man, it's a dog world. Like you gotta be a dog. You gotta humble yourself first, because you will get humbled real quick. But it's crazy out there. Like it's a fight every day. Like even in practice, even like the moment, like even waking up, like you gotta, like I said, there's nothing out there in Texas, so it's working out or studying or just doing whatever. But like working out was the main thing. So like you gotta like beat your competition out in the most ways you can. Like, and JUCO is like people. Yeah, I've heard those chatters too, but I would say don't knock it until you try it. Like for real, because I went out there and it was a whole different ball game. It was like from the conditioning to the competition that we played. Like everybody's trying to fight for a scholarship for that spot on a 4-year program. So yeah, and during the time I was there, it was really tough. It was really tough. And yeah, I just say, look, don't say nothing until you try it, because it's different from a university, So yeah,
I think that's what I'm glad you shared that, because a lot of people think, oh yeah, you went to Essex County or you was at Passaic County, and there's a lot of hoopers at the JUCO level. Some of them, a lot of times, they just didn't have the grades. The talent is
right.
The talent is
the
there.
Talent is there. Like it's like, bro, I don't know.
The talent is there. So again, I preach that big on this pod. For my listeners, for my viewers. Don't look down on JUCO. Do not look
Nah,
down on JUCO, man.
nah.
For you, what was the you went JUCO, you come back, you're at Bloomfield College, great programs, you're getting great coaching. Once collegiate was done for you, was there an option to keep playing? Did you not want to keep playing? Did you want to start in what your degree was in? What was that process for you once the college level ended?
Yeah, so I left out this fact too. I have an extra school, an extra school that I did attend. Let me just tell the story real quick. Bloomfield, I ended up transferring from Bloomfield to Kwan University. I would say it was just a kind of like a personal transfer. It was nothing that they did or I did. I just wanted something different for me, so I ended up transferring to Kwan and finishing up. Well, I played 1 year there, Kwan University. That's in Division 3. I played 1 year there. You know, it was, I would say, one of my best years in college, as far as just personally on a statistic level, and also just confidence level, happiness level. You know, I was very happy over there. I had a blast. You know, so that's being at Keen was definitely that. But after that, I it took me a while. You know, I was off socials for a month. I was just trying to figure out like what I want to do, because it's a very like tough decision, you know,
Mm-hmm.
because the love, like the amount of years you put in, and the love that you have, it just don't go away like that. You want to do more. You want to see yourself, like, I always had a dream of playing pro. So I thought over a month. You know, I tested the waters a little bit as far as speaking to agents, and speaking to other pros as well too, because like you said, I'm around so many different pros like all the time, you know, and speaking to them and hearing their advice that they have to give to me, their experience. I feel like that also helped my decision. Like, they wouldn't lie to me. Like, you know, they'll keep it a beam. You know, because it's like you said, it's a make or break. Like, you could, like, it's a life changing decision. So for me personally, I decided not to really like pursue the dream of playing pro, because it's a, like you said, the percentage. Like I said, the percentage of college players playing pro is thin. It's very thin, and for on a good, like, on a good story, like a good experience. Like, you know, you don't want to play pro for 1K a month or $900 a month. Like, nobody's going out there for one. You don't want to go overseas for 1K. So I was like, yeah, let's take the next. I got my degree. Thanks be to God. I got my degree. Let's continue to building forward. Let's see how I could be financially free. That's the most important thing. So yeah, I ended up just you know, continue on my life, getting a job, and, you know, a regular job, 9 to 5. And but I look, the love's still there. Even to this day, like, I still feel like I can play pro. Like, I still feel like I can go out there and make money doing playing this game, because I still love it. The IQ's still there, everything's still there. It's just, you know, it's not, it won't, it's life changing. Like, especially in this day and age, it's 2025. Like, you gotta, it's either you're in or you're out. Like, you can't be, if you watch, you're still trying to fight for a contract and things like that. Like, you gotta make a way of living in these days. So
That's a mature mindset to have made that decision. Because I was just talking about this to somebody. That overseas life is not. There's a lot of stuff that you don't see, that you don't understand, and
right.
if you aren't in a position financially to be able to be like, you know what, I'll start off that 1K a month contract and build and try to go back the following season to get to a higher level or something like that. Most of us are not graduating college where we like, I could just chase my dream and only get paid 1K a month. We are not
Nah,
in position
nah,
to
no.
do that.
And
So
it's not guaranteed neither. Like,
not
they could cut
guaranteed.
you off real quick. They could be like, oh, I like this player better, or, like, you know, you could get hurt. Like, you know, it's not guaranteed. Like, you know, so if I'm not in a position to be financially free, I'm not I'm not doing it. Like, I'd rather just get it the other way. Like, but while still playing the game that I
The
love,
love, that love is not.
it's not gonna fade away. It's never gonna go away.
You mentioned D-Wade earlier. D-Wade still out here giving buckets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally.
If someone to hop on the court, I'm gonna give it to you too. It was a streamer I saw last week. He gave a streamer like 8 points in under 10 minutes. Some crazy, wild, and he still looked like if he wanted to, he could go join the big three somewhere and still get to it. But like I said, that was a mature decision to make, especially at that age. You getting it fresh out of college. We all, not all of us, but people that play ball all have the dream to go pro. And there's plenty of players, and I'm sure you could attest to that. That's like, yo, I took that chance, but it wasn't a smart chance. This happened, that happened, team coming. I got injured in another country, and the medical team wasn't as good. Like, it's a bevy of things. If it's not something that makes sense financially and situationally for you, it's not, you can't make that move. But
you can't.
Sometimes you get blinded by the love of the game.
I was close, man. It's a whole different, like I said, like I mentioned earlier, JUCO is like tough. Imagine going to a different country, away from your family, away from whatever, and you trying to play out there with nobody around, you don't know anybody. Like, that's tough too. You gotta be mentally there to do that. And, like, not saying that I wasn't there, but it's a whole sacrifice. You have to be, it has to be the right situation, that's that. I felt like that wasn't, I was being led towards, like, just continuing to pursue that my career as far as my degree and stuff like that. So
of course it has to make, well, it should make sense. It should make sense for you. A lot of times people can make decisions based off of emotion and not facts, and not look at the facts. And sometimes, especially at that age, which I say is the best age to do it, when you fresh out of college, if you're not in a relationship, if you ain't got nothing to worry about, you got a bunch of full rides, hey, that's the time to pursue it.
Right.
That's the time to pursue it.
Right.
More get creeping up in there. Nah. I don't know about that. And that G League lifestyle too.
Yeah.
No. You stay top, but it ain't no cakewalk either for the G League.
Nope.
For you, what was the biggest lesson that you learned in your collegiate career?
The biggest lesson, this gonna sound crazy, but in basketball terms, but to be more selfish, that's I think so, because I'm a team, like I'm a team player. Like, I love playing like the right way, because there's always good benefits of playing the right way. Like, we won a chip in Bloomfield during the COVID year. We won the conference. Back in Texas, we had a good record, a winning record. We went to the national tournament, the region tournament, I think it was actually. And then in Keene, we also went undefeated for 14-0. We started off the season 14-0. So I'm like, look, if it's working, don't break it. Don't if it's working, don't break it. But I feel like I could have, like, averaged way more points. I could have did what I needed to do in order, if I wanted to play professionally. It would have been right there. The money would have been right. But my lesson that I learned was I had be a little bit more selfish. A lot of my peers and friends and family, like, would tell me that, and I'm like, okay, I will this game. Like, don't worry about it. But I wanted to play the right way. I wanted to, win. That's like I said earlier, I wanted to just win. Winning is essential in life. Like, you win now, you win in anything that you do. But yeah, I would say being more selfish, definitely. It's a lesson. Yeah.
I know exactly what you're referencing, because I was in high school and we would be after the game, Pops be like, you should shoot the ball more. You should do this more. And I'm like, that's not playing. That per se wouldn't be a right shot. That per se wouldn't be the coach probably a bench me. He like, the coach benching you already. Shoot the ball anyway. Like,
Yeah.
so,
I heard that before many times.
I know exactly what you're referencing, and I look back on it too. Like, yo, if you put the work in, yeah, you should have been. You should have did a couple more shots. You should have did X, Y, Z, and it would have benefited you and the team ultimately because now you're another threat on the floor,
right,
offensively and defensively. So I see it as that what people I think fail to understand. It is such a fine line of getting yours and doing what the team needs to do to win games. Unless you that guy, and the coach already told you, you my number one option. You get to do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Everybody else, it's a fine line of let me play my role and hit these corner threes.
Try to find your way in and try to get yours. Yo, I've been trying to like figure that out for so long in my career. Like I couldn't just find that, you know, I did what was needed, definitely, but finding that extra space where it's my turn, it was so I've been trying to find that my whole career. It was so tough. But at the end of the day, I still have fun, you know. Honestly, like yeah, that's the lesson that a lot of players struggle with, and a lot of guys like, you know, from the past, like you that struggle with that, you know.
It's a balancing act that a lot of, and this is life in general. A balancing act of knowing like, all right, when do I do X, Y, Z to put myself in position for work? When do I actually do a little bit more or put myself out there like, hey, I could do X, Y, Z, but at the same time, not stepping on nobody's toes to be like, we're still a team oriented business place or whatever the case may be. Unless you entrepreneur, do your thing. You know
right. Soul owner, like go ahead, dude.
People working on do your thing, but everything else, I think that's a thing across the board in life. How do you balance including and bringing the best out of your teammates, out of your family members, out of your friends, but also handling your business and not putting yourself so far in the back burner? Like, I didn't forgot about Corey. I forgot about Tone.
Yeah.
So that's a great thing for life. You mentioned earlier that in your process before going to college, you made sure that you was tapped in with God. Like, all right, what should I do? And you know God got something planned for me. So all right, I know this is happening. This is going on next. What role has Jesus played in your life on and off the court?
Yeah. So Jesus is everything to me. Obviously, you know, he's the way, the truth, and the life. So for me personally, like he's guiding me through every step of the way. Like, you know, like I said, going to Texas, I was by myself basically. I didn't have nobody but God, but Jesus. So for me, like he strengthened me, he guided me. You know, even when I thought I was lonely, he was there. Like everything was just him. Like, you know, even like, you know, when I struggled in basketball is not the end all be all. At the end of the day, it's being in heaven with Jesus. So that was a big help for me, you know. Yeah, like he just was there for me, even like receiving these scholarships, these different scholarships, even full rides and things like that. That's all Jesus. So he played a big role on the court for me as far as that. And off, as far as life in general, like, you know, we still have breath in our lungs. So we still literally we could still play basketball at this age. Like we could still play, you know, we're not hurt, we're not sick in our bodies. So that's everything to just give him praise for that, you know, just being able to still play the game that we love and to still breathe and have purpose in his life. Like that's all Jesus. And I give the glory to him, you know, at the end of the day, because without him we try to make our own plans. It don't work. You gotta trust his plan and just know that he's ordering our steps. So yeah.
It's big facts, man. You gotta keep him in the forefront of everything, of every decision, every thought process, what you're doing, what you're not doing.
Right.
It's something that I think sometimes we do forget as people in general, and realizing that, yo, he was here before I was here. He's gonna be here after I'm here. He's in 2025,
Mm-hmm.
simultaneously also in 2067.
Yeah.
So he already knows what's coming.
Yeah.
Why am I trying to solely figure out this life thing
By yourself.
when he has the that's getting the thing from IKEA
Right.
that has instructions.
Right.
I don't need these instructions. I'm gonna do this by myself. The person that orchestrated your life,
Mm-hmm.
every single chapter, could tell you, all right, to the T of, hey, today don't take the highway, take the streets.
Mm-hmm.
You get to work and you see, oh shoot, it was a 5-car accident the way that I would normally go.
Right.
Hey, I know
Hey,
sometimes he be looking at me like, so you gonna try that by yourself, Tom?
yeah, that's part of like having a relationship with him. Like, you know, that's the beauty in it. Like, you know, having the relationship with Jesus. Like, he'll tell you which way to go. Like, you know, and you know, everybody will have that moment where they encounter Jesus, and when they do, they'll realize that he's real, and it's a beautiful thing. Like to encounter, you know, each and every day. Like I speak to him, I talk to him, I tell him how I feel, how much I love him. Like, you know, it's a beautiful relationship. You know, it's nothing to be ashamed of. You know, I know you know, like the older you get, like, you know, the more you need him, the more you depend on him. So that's me. You know, I'm still young. Like, you can never be too young to have that relationship with Christ. So like that, yeah, I encourage all viewers, all readers of this channel, of the podcast, like, you know, just give your life to Christ whenever you get a chance to, because it's a beautiful thing, and you know, you'll reap the benefits of rewards of that, you know, just being a child of God and one of his servants. So yeah.
Most definitely, because I'll say this before I go on to the next question. Everybody was created by God, but everybody isn't a child of God.
Right.
That's
To
a
be
choice.
to be a child, you gotta be obedient. Obedience is very important. Obedience is better than sacrifice. That's a big one. Yeah.
Facts on facts
Yeah, bro.
on facts. Obedience makes everything easier.
Yeah.
Just obey. Whatever
Yep.
you say to do, just obey.
Yep.
For those that's watching and they like, yo, I do want to play basketball at the highest level. I'm listening to his story. He was able to do it. He got full rides. What advice would you give to somebody watching this or listening to this, like, that wants to play college basketball at the highest level?
All right. I would say put down the video games. Put down the video games. Put down TikTok. Put down I don't know, just whatever people doing around these days. Pick up a basketball and like really work. Like, for me, that something that stood out for me was my body, like my physical attributes. Like I played, I worked out so much that I already had a college like built. I had a college build. I had the skill, obviously, being in the gym. So it was like a quick, like, all right, we want this guy. Like, he's already ready. Like, rather than getting ready, you don't get what's the quote?
Stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready.
Right. Stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready. So that was me. That was like that's my motto. That's what I do. You know. And yeah, I was just my advice would be just to stay in the gym. You know, put down whatever, like stop partying, don't go partying. Don't, like, you can hang out with your friends when you make it to the league and you got a house. you could invite them over. Like that was definitely my motto growing up, and it turned out to having it didn't turn out to going to the league, but it turned out to not having to pay for school. So I would definitely say, you know, just everything's gonna come later. Just put down, like, even relationships too, like they're gonna come, like, you know, just focus in, dial in on what's important. That's just dribbling that basketball. That's the main important at a young age, definitely, because, well, you don't got no bills to pay. You don't got no bills to pay. You don't got no 9 to 5. Like, you know, it's easy. It's easy. It's really, really easy. Like, you know, it's a Monday to Sunday, or Sunday to Saturday. You know, just keep shooting, keep getting them reps in, like, just keep competing to compete. You should play more than you work out, because that's where you'll find where you really at, where you level up versus your competition, like where you're at versus your competition. That's where you'll really find out if you're capable, and if you're for that life, for that professional life and things like that.
Yeah, that balance is needed, which we sometimes don't see. It's more training, and you're not able to even put it in a game once game time comes, because you didn't give yourself game reps as well. Training is needed,
right?
But you need both married to be able to. All right, I played 4 games, I still ain't got no left. I know what to work on.
Right.
Back in the training. So
yeah.
Most definitely that balance. Before we go to our fourth quarter segment, last one, right? You meet 15-year-old Corey. What are you telling him?
Man. Oh. Yeah, like I kind of like what I said earlier, like 15-year-old though, that I was I was hot-headed. I ain't gonna lie. So it's the opposite. I was hot-headed. Like I was like, yo, I'm going to the league. Nobody can tell me nothing. Like I'm playing varsity as a freshman. Like, nah, you can't talk to me. I would say be more humble, Corey. Like for real, like, cause that I promise you, if I was a little bit more humbler, like I would probably, like, be more mature in that age, and take my game like in a mature level at that age. I would say I was kind of immature, so just being more mature, being more humble, and everything else will fall into place, as far as coaches seeing that I'm humble, friends seeing that I'm humble, and you never know what can happen once you express that humbleness. So yeah.
I want to ask this. This wasn't on the docket of questions.
Yeah.
Playing collegiate ball and seeing what they doing now.
Mm-hmm.
How much money you think you would have made in NIL? What would have been your NIL contract? Coming in, body frame already ready. You got the skill, you got the IQ. If you was a part of that NIL era, what you making?
Yo, definitely like 6 figures, man. Like definitely 6 figures, man. I don't know, man, because if I known, yo, all that, I would not I would not barely be home. Like I'll be like, yo, knocking on the door in the gym like every morning, like trying to get in, like just trying to make that money, because that's crazy what they're making nowadays. And just coming out of high school too, like being just looking like a ball player. Like you don't even gotta be good. You don't even gotta be that good. You just gotta look like you doing something. All you gotta do is play Division I, and you could be sitting on the bench and you make like $50K. Like, nah, like I'll definitely make 6 figures for sure. For sure.
Definitely miss that era. If my children do want to play ball, they're gonna have a good time.
Yeah, they're gonna be. It's gonna be a fight. Definitely trying to make that money.
It's so different. It's so different now. I can't imagine 15, 20 years. They might be dag there making as much as NBA players. Like,
right.
At this pace.
Mm-hmm.
Well, more so like the low level NBA players, because I was reading like 5 years, Jokic, 3 or 4 years, Jokic should get an $80 million a year contract. Oh. So in 10 years, there's going to be players making $100 million a year in their contract.
Yeah, that's insane, bro.
That's wild. Insane. And fully guaranteed versus the NFL and MLB. Fully guaranteed.
That's insane.
Talking about $100 million a year. And then in the next decade,
it's going to be a basketball in the
that little orange ball.
That's so crazy. That's so crazy.
Kid game, $100 million a year contracts is wild.
Man, my future kid, I'm putting those digits right in his room. Like just put it right on his wall. Like, look at that. All right, cool. Just look at that every morning. We gonna go to work. We're gonna be working, because that's insane. That's insane.
All right, fourth quarter segment. 1 meal you could eat and not get tired of.
This is crazy. Steak. Steak. I think steak would be that meal. It obviously has to be cooked to perfection. Like, you know, nah, I get mine's medium well, so so that medium well. I just switched over though. I used to be a well done because, like, you know, I don't want to be eating no rare thing, but definitely steak would be one.
Medium well, because
Yeah.
legit, I remember going on business conferences with the job. We at this 5-star restaurant, company paying in Tennessee. Every single dude there ordered steak. I'm the only one in the entire building that got medium well. Nah, Tone, you're not eating it right. You're not eating right.
Oh my goodness.
That ain't good. You got have a little bit more blood. And I said, nah, I can't do it.
Yeah,
I
man.
can't. Nah, that's when it really tastes good. It melts like butter. I was like, nah, this medium well melt like butter too.
Right, it's probably a little lower, but it's okay. It's okay. It's still good.
I don't want my food still alive. Like,
nah, that's crazy. It doesn't even like digest right. Like, you know, it gotta be perfect. The digestion gotta be perfect. Or else I'm gonna feel crazy the next couple of days. But
right. So, NBA, a bunch of moves have been made this summer. Who do you feel wins the title this year?
I'm a Sixers fan, to be honest. I didn't think I told you that, but I'm a Sixers fan. I have high hopes for them, but they definitely not there yet as far as winning the title. I got Dallas, to be honest. They're gonna go back. They're gonna go back to the finals, and because they was there a couple of years, they're gonna go back and they're gonna win. They got a deep team. Like, it's like their second unit could be a starting unit on the NBA team. Like, their second unit could probably beat the Hornets, Charlotte Hornets. That's how crazy they is. Like, they're different. Like, you know, Cooper Flag, he's gonna come in and like be already ready, and he's not even like they're one of their top players. Like, he's probably like fifth or fourth like best player. So yeah, I think when Kyrie comes back, I know he's injured. When he comes back, they're gonna be playing some good basketball. So I think I got Dallas. Yeah.
If not this year, they are primed definitely for the next couple of years. That they're gonna be in the conversation. Healthy Kyrie, Klay Thompson, you got D'Lo over there to hold it down till he get back.
Right.
Cooper Flag, who does everything and doesn't have to be the guy. He doesn't have to be a normal number one pick.
No, yeah.
Next to Anthony Davis, they still got PJ Washington. They still got Lively.
Right, Lively, Gap. Come on, the list just goes on. You Dante Exum, like, people don't know about Dante Exum. Like, yo, it's crazy because like I used to watch him before like he even made it to league, like playing overseas in Australia. Like like young Dante Exum, he was tough. Like, and he probably not even gonna scratch the rotation. And Jaden Hardy too. Like, you know, Jaden Hardy's tough too. He could hoop. So they got
the West is gonna be wild this year.
The West.
Houston, Dallas, Denver got better. Of course, OKC as possible repeat because them jokers somehow have 14 of the 15 players last year under contract for the next 2 years.
Yeah.
Barring health, they should be in the conversation too. Just running it back the same exact team.
Right.
So it's gonna be fun this year.
It should be fun. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Even though you mentioned earlier, you know, you ain't really look at left-handed players as much growing up.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Star bench cut: D'Lo, Julius Randle, Zach Randolph. Matter of fact, we're gonna make it even better. Lamar Odom, Julius Randle, Zach Randolph.
All right, so a lot of people don't like Julius Randle. I don't understand why. He's a really, really, like, if you want to win like today, I would say pick him up if he's there. But start, bench, cut. I am starting Julius Randle. I am cutting Zach Randolph and benching Lamar Odom.
Hey, as long as you kept my boy LO up there.
Oh yeah.
I'm a Lakers fan. I love me some.
Yeah,
love me
yeah,
some Lamar Odom, man.
yeah. Lamar Odom, 6'8". Was he 6'8"? PG.
6'8", 6'9",
Yeah,
point forward, a little
yeah.
bit ahead
Point
of his
forward.
time.
Yeah, yeah. He was tough. Could shoot. Lefty, like it's smooth like butter. I wish he was one that I wish like he like was like he's forgotten a little bit. I would say he
Low
was well
key,
known.
I wish, because I believe he got drafted by the Clippers. I wish
Yeah,
he was drafted in a better situation, because I think
yeah,
he could have been a face of the franchise type of player with how
right.
he could do everything. I'm a
Yeah,
pass,
yeah.
I'm a shoot, I could set up the
Rebound.
offense, rebound,
Mm-hmm.
defense, like, and it was a perfect mesh once he came to the Lakers. Same kind of like the Cooper Flag situation. I ain't got to do much. I just got to impact the game a little bit here and there.
Right,
Kobe will handle the rest.
right,
Powell, Andrew Bynum.
right.
And you add LO to the mix? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Light work.
he was tough, man. He was like he could shoot that thing too. Like it was nothing you could do with him for real. Like post you up, like he had a post game that was really good too. Like yeah, he was tough.
Star bench cut. Jalen Brunson, James Harden, Manu Ginobili.
Wow, yo, you hit me with that crazy. I ain't gonna lie, but Jay. Like prime right now today, because you said James Harden.
Prime.
Wow, so prime James Harden. Let me tell you about him. That's one Harden I watch. The 36 points per game score. That's him. Prime. I'm starting prime James Harden. I'm cutting Manu and benching Jalen, definitely. Unfortunately, because Manu he was tough. He was tough, but like I said, he was like one of those lost swoopers, like lost because he came off the bench. Yeah, he was just maybe they picked on him defensively as well too, so that's probably why like he couldn't play like at clutch moments, because like we try to guard Kobe, you gonna get torched, like So yeah, I would say like I kind of like both sides of the court, like Jalen Brunson being as tough, as small as he is, but a tough player. Like he didn't back down. He doesn't back down from nothing. So I like his game as well too.
I think that Manu was one of the first like players for me, at least growing up, that made it cool to be that six man.
Yeah,
To be off the bench and embrace that role.
Yeah.
At least from us growing up. Obviously, there was six men before that, but for me, that was the first one that we saw. Yo, he still get busy. He's still getting minutes coming off the bench. Still,
and that has a lot to do with the Spurs organization. Like overall, like they don't care. Like they you could be really good. They'll bench you real quick, and you'll play in that role. You'll listen to Pop because Coach Pop, that's a legend. Like you're gonna listen to him. So they made it comfortable. I feel like they made it comfortable. They made it okay to it's okay to come off the bench, and just the culture is probably great out there. Like it's probably everybody cool. Everybody like just cool with each other. So yeah.
Two more. Again, we appreciate you hopping on the
Of
pod,
course.
taking time out your schedule.
Of course.
All expense paid, sporting event, past or present. Which sporting event are you pulling up at?
Who just won the finals? I would say that Cavs Warriors when Kyrie hit that shot. Yo, and then LeBron block. Don't forget about that. I would be in them Warriors fans' face like, yo, like screaming like, let's go, because Kyrie jersey. So like I'm supporting him all the way. I'm gonna be a Cavs fan in that Warriors arena. They pay. I'm gonna be right up front too. So yeah, that definitely would be the event.
All right, so I'm gonna ask this to end off the show.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody be talking about they Mount Rushmore, left-handed, Mount Rushmore, right-handed players, under 5'10" players. Give me your Mount Rushmore of Bible characters.
That's a good question. I would say my first one is Jesus. I can't use easy top of the tier, Jesus. My second one, I read a lot of James. So James is my favorite book in the Bible. One of my favorite books in the Bible. James, I would say Peter, closest friend to Jesus. So that's him. And then last one, David. Can't forget about David defeating the Goliath. So David definitely, just his strength and his courage to go fight Goliath off. That's definitely encouraging. So yeah.
Hey, is the Bible all 66 books got some
gems,
some really good
gems,
so,
some gems.
Anybody you throw up on that Mount Rushmore is going to be
is solid. It's definitely
a good option. You could go deep. You go in the archives really and just pick. Oh, actually, I'm gonna throw up on there Rahab. The fact that Rahab was able to save her family and help the spies. Like anybody on that Mount Rushmore pretty much is a solid answer.
You're not lying, man. This the Bible's an amazing book. It's an amazing book. I encourage everybody to go watch it. To go read it. When they
Facts, most definitely. But y'all know the vibes here at the BME podcast. It's funny, he said it earlier in the episode. We end every episode this way. If you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready.
For sure.
Bench Mob, we out. Peace.
All right, peace.